Hello and welcome back to the channel. This episode will be all about Horimiya. So I have not watched a whole lot of shoujo anime. I've watched like the classic like Ouran back in like middle school, but I just never really watched a whole lot of shoujo. But recently I've been seeing a lot of shoujo recommendations on stuff like my YouTube For You page and like TikTok and stuff like that. And so I wanted to try and start getting into the genre a bit more. So at first I thought I was going to start off with something like A Sign of Affection, which is currently like airing and everything, and it looked really cute. And I do want to watch that. I'll probably watch that next. But the first one that I decided to watch was Horimiya because it's one that my boyfriend has been saying that we really needed to watch together. So I let that be the first one in adulthood to try and open the gateway into the shoujo realm. I went in knowing absolutely nothing aside from this was set in a high school like setting with a bunch of teenagers. So I wasn't sure. I assumed that this was going to be one to where we see the relationship progress through the season and then towards the end of the season we see them get together. But that is not what happens. They actually get together very early on and we actually get to see the relationship itself progress. And that was something that I didn't know that I really wanted to see. Of course, I would like to see that, but I didn't know how badly I wanted to see that in an anime. And I was actually really happy watching both seasons. So the character development, not only for the main couple, but also the entire friend group, was something that really sold me and kept me very invested throughout the entire 2 seasons of this. And also, how long did it take anyone else that watched it to realize that the name Horimiya is the ship name of the 2 main characters? Because it took me probably until the 3rd episode to where somehow it caught my attention during the opening, to where it blatantly spells it out for you. It took me till the 3rd episode to realize that it was the ship name of the main couple, Horimiya. And so yeah. Just let me know if it took you as long as it did me. If it did, it'll make me feel better. But yeah, I thought Miyamura had amazing character development, going from this super shy, introverted guy who almost like basically pushed people away to becoming this super outgoing, friendly guy who just everyone loved. He seemed so much more happier. And like his friendships were all really healthy. He was joking around with people. It was just so happy to see just the joy that he developed throughout the season. I just really loved it. It made me feel just really a sense of happiness seeing just characters that are like start out like really sad and then they get like super happy. They get their friend group and just they have all these fun memories with them. I just really liked that. And I thought that this was actually the most healthy display of communication that I've seen from a setting of like high schoolers and with relationships involved. Usually they have tropes when they're trying to drag it out for most of a season to where there's miscommunication, there's like misunderstanding, there's lack of knowledge. None of that really happens here, and it's amazing. It's so healthy and it just feels good to watch. You're never frustrated. And it's so rare that happens because I don't really watch shoujo. I don't know if excluding those, to me, frustrating but like really good tropes when it's done right, if excluding those is more normal or not. I'm excited to find out the answer. But yeah, it was actually really refreshing to see such a healthy relationship. Of course, some of the actions of like Hori getting mad at him were kind of like, oh, but yeah. But watching it all the way through and actually getting to the episodes to where they're graduating from high school, it made me feel really reminiscent of my high school days. And that's impressive because I haven't really thought of high school much, and I graduated 7 years ago. Oh, wow. So yeah, and it actually just made me feel like really nostalgic watching it, and I really haven't felt that way about high school before. So it was very odd. I was not expecting that. But just the emotions that are displayed there, like even situations with like Kono and her dealing with, she likes this guy, but this other girl is trying to get with him, and just the emotional maturity of the characters, even though they're so young, they're still just teenagers, was really shocking. Like that whole triangle could have been so messy, but it was actually, it worked out like so well. I wish Sakura could have found someone, but yeah, it just worked out like really well. Everything went really smooth. There was no like huge weird plot twist to where everything went to hell. So season 1 was super satisfying, and I wasn't sure what was happening in season 2. I assumed, since it was talked about so much in season 1, that it would be maybe them during the summer and them going on vacation, but it wasn't. It was actually going back throughout season 1 to different moments in time and revealing more about a lot of the side characters, which I actually really liked. During season 1, I liked all the side characters, and I wanted to get to know more about a lot of them, especially Kono. She was one that she really stood out to me, and I really wanted to know more about her. And we do get to know a lot more about her in season 2, and I loved that. You get to know more about a lot of them. And I think that that's something that I've never really seen done by an anime, to take an entire season and just kind of do these glimpses and look backs. But it made me connect with the characters so much more. And I just really liked that. And you can kind of see where in time, in the season 1 timeline, that those fit. So having all of the characters have so much growth and all of that development throughout just essentially 1 year in high school was really good. I want more. Like, I want to see them in the summer. I want to see them go on their group trip. I kind of would like an episode that kind of takes the style of season 2 and gives us glimpses of what happens after high school. If they go into the workforce, if they go to a college, I would really like to see kind of what happens with this group after they graduate high school. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this anime aside from it was really good, and I loved just the style and the feeling that it gave. There was so many good moments to where it showed the characters and who they were. We got an entire second season to flush out side characters that I'd never seen done before. And I just really want to watch a lot more shoujo after this. Like I said earlier, I'm probably going to watch A Sign of Affection because I've seen clips of that all over and it looks really cute. The art style, the colors are really pretty. So I'm probably going to dive more into this pretty soon. And yeah, I don't have a lot more to say. This was just super good. And so I would love to, if you have watched this too, leave a comment. What did you think? What was your favorite part? What was your favorite side character? If you haven't been able to tell, mine is Kono. But yeah, let me know what you thought. Who do you think had the best character growth and developments? I really think it was 𝕚𝕚𝕟, and I love how we saw him essentially deal with that through watching this ghost of his past and accept it and move on with his life. But yeah, that's really all from me. This was a shorter video because I really liked this anime and I wanted to do a video on it, but I don't have a whole lot of thoughts on it, just that it was really good, really sweet, and I would highly recommend this to anyone who wants just a more chill shoujo, just slice of life, high school setting anime. I think this is just really good. It's just a really solid anime. So yeah, that's all for me, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Bye!